Alright everybody, here we are. Time for game number 1. Let's battle. We have our first opponent, Ririum 2020, and we have a pretty decent hand, so we're going to keep. Got 2 creatures, got a Tormenting Voice to get rid of a land if we draw a 4th one. Got some spells, even a shock to make sure we don't get run over by another aggressive mono-red deck. Electrostatic Field does a pretty good job against other aggressive decks, red and white, at blocking while also dealing damage. And yeah, now that we drew the Steam-Kin, just gonna throw out the Steam-Kin here, because you always want to play Steam-Kin on turn 2 over field if you can afford to, because yeah, then you get the most out of it and it also hits pretty hard. And at the very least it forces your opponent to react to it and kill it and skip their turn 2 doing anything proactive, which is not bad either. And yeah, now that the removal is out, drop our Guttersnipe, hope they don't have a second one. It's also a turn before they get to Chupacabra mana, and then we can start going ham on them next turn. Okay, if he has a second cast down, so be it. Not much we can do about that. Alright, so here we have a land. So we can do this, and I think here I actually wanna go for like shock into light up the stage just to use our mana efficiently and set up a nice next turn. That's not bad. A bit awkward since we are unlikely to be able to play both, but yeah, we'll prioritize the Guttersnipe. That is a bit annoying. This deck is definitely worse at dealing with this than some others. Close to playing this into this over Guttersnipe, but Guttersnipe is so powerful that I think we have to play it here, because we have to fight this and make up for all the damage that we didn't deal so far. And the opponent should be out of removal for now. I guess there was a chance for like land Chupacabra, but he can't have everything, right? But yeah, this was a really strong sequence for sure. And here we just play Steam-Kin into field until we find something that we want to discard to this. This is kind of an interesting standoff. Hope he doesn't have too many things. The problem is he had... oh no, he milled Ruska. Oh, it was the big Ruska, never mind. Yeah, if it was a small Ruska, he could have killed the Guttersnipe. That would have been pretty bad for us. And yeah, he has another Explorer. Also not great. But yeah, maybe we can come back from this. He has a really good draw against us for sure. The double cast down into Walker into double Explorer is about as good as it gets, really. And our draw is fine, but not great, I would say. Okay, there we go. Spare land. Bye bye. And lots of damage. Tormenting Voice, deal 4. Seems good. And yeah, we're kind of flooding out here. Is a bit unfortunate. And I think I'm just going to attack with the Steam-Kin, see if and how he blocks, and then blow him out. Yep, all according to plan. Very questionable block. Lots of damage to the face. But yeah, we're flooding out quite a bunch. I've drawn 6 lands. That's not where you want to be. Tormenting Voice helped, but now we still have a land that we don't need. There goes our Guttersnipe probably. Yep. That's gonna make our life a lot harder. That's good. Use this to light up the stage. Give us something useful for a change. That's where risk factor comes in. Speaking of risk factor, just drew it. That was pretty good. And yeah, no attack. Also, this clearly shows how the change to the Planeswalker rules a while ago matters, because otherwise we could have just used Field to kill Raska easily, and now we just can't, because none of these cards can deal damage to Planeswalker. Making them that much harder to deal with, which is kind of annoying, because I mean they were already really good. Okay. And there probably goes our Steam-Kin. But yeah, we're actually coming back fairly nicely, and the risk factor is doing a great job here. And if one of our lands would have been the second risk factor, that would have been even better. Yep. That. But that also means he can't attack. Yep. Get this out. And yeah. I don't think I'll use this here. Because we can use it if he lets us draw instead of take 6. They'll probably take 6. Yeah. That means we are not that far away from actually killing him. Also, Phoenix doesn't look so bad here either. But yeah, if he has a Crisis or something, it's lights out. That's fine. I actually care less about this guy than the field, so I'm a bit surprised about that kill. I guess maybe he wants to like start pressuring us, and he can't as long as the 4/4 is lying around. Probably it. Or not. Okay, cycling. Cycling is great here. Would not mind the Phoenix, for example. More cycling, also very welcome. And now is any burn spell wins. That's not a burn spell, but we're getting close. But that's what I meant, like the deck grinds really well through a lot of life gain. Like the opponent gained a ton of life. He gained like 9 from this, and I think like 2 from this, so it's like 11 life. So we're close to dealing 31 damage. We already did like 28. And that while we also shock the creature. But yeah, we should win next turn. Most likely. Or not. Wow. Yeah, that's brutal. That is very brutal. So close, yet so far. That's the problem with Tormenting Voice sometimes. Rough beats. And yeah, now we're losing a field. And we're about to die. So yeah, that was the sucker punch, basically. And yeah, we kind of need to draw cards, so we have to discard the shock. There was the lethal 1 card. Yeah, too deep in the deck. I mean, I guess we kill this. But yeah, I don't have much hope for us here. Plus he can like get back a creature. So yeah, we are dead here. But yeah, we're still pretty close for how much better his draw was than ours, and how his draw was amazing. And yeah, as you can see, I'm not try-harding ranked at the moment. I'm mostly just trying to do some collection building and set myself up to properly play ranked in the future. Okay, that's it for game number 1. We got 3 more games to go. A close loss, but a nice game to show off how the deck plays out and how well it can do against a lot of resistance. I think a regular mono red deck would have lost much earlier and much more decisively, while if we would have had been 1 card deeper in our deck, we would have even won this game against all resistance and all flood. Alright, See you in a moment with game number 2.